Hey, listen. That thing? Yeah, I need you to get it done tonight. Do whatever it takes. I don't care. Get it done.
So how is Mafia 3 months after its initial release? We're going to take a look at what they've included in the latest patch as of this recording, and let's get started. So what they've included in this latest patch is essentially stuff that was detailed out in the post-release content plan. So before the game even hit the store shelves, before Mafia 3 released on October 7th, they were like, hey, this is what we have coming down to the pipeline. You know what I mean? And they talked about car customization and races as well. And now the latest update as of this recording has included that stuff. And I will say that the car customization stuff has exceeded my expectations. It's pretty robust. I mean, it's not like this, it's not like Need for Speed level depth, in terms of what you can do to the car. But for this game, I'd say it's good enough. And then you can take that car and race with it. And there are two classes for races, two leagues, or whatever you want to say for races. You have exotic and you have sports. And the races, at least from what I've played, are pretty fun as well. And it's nice to see something that adds some sort of longevity, to this game, because it's in dire need of longevity, activities to do when you're not playing missions. You know what I mean? So does this stuff really improve Mafia 3? Is it drastically a different game? No, it's not drastically a different game. It's still, the core experience is still the same. However, this is a step in the right direction. And, I still haven't finished the game. And I know people are going to be like, oh, how can we take your opinion seriously? You haven't finished the game, blah, 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 blah. Listen, the game is such a slog to get through due to the repetitive nature of it. And it's a shame, too, because there's so many things that I like about this game. I like the gunplay. I like the soundtrack. I like the driving. I like the story. I like the, way that the story is presented, the dialogue, the dialogue is good, too, but the actors and their voice performances, their voiceover work, and mocap performances as well, in addition to other things. Like, there's so many things going for this game. You could see that the potential was there, but ultimately, all of that gets dragged down, like I said in previous videos, due to the fact that you're literally doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. And it's a shame, too, because the first 3 or so hours of this game were so unbelievably amazing. I mean, some of the best opening stuff in a video game in a long, long time. Like, seriously, they get you, you're so compelled. You want to see what happens next when you play the first 3 or so hours of this game. You're like, yeah, this game's going to be fucking awesome. The production value's off the fucking chain. And ultimately what happens is you continue playing it, and you realize that, man, what happened? It's like the level of quality just like drops off. My excitement has dissipated, and that's because of the mission structure, and it just becomes such a chore to sit there and play through this game due to just the repetitive nature of it. I mean, honestly, if you guys have played it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played it, you really need to go in, if you're still on the fence about this game, and know what you're getting into. Because, the first 3 or so hours, you're going to be like, holy shit, why did anyone say this game was bad? But the more you play it, you're going to realize, wow, now I see what people were talking about. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't say it's bad per se. It's just one of them games, well, I don't know. But it's just one of them games where it clearly needed more time, and I'm sure money as well. I think the devs had to meet a deadline, and unfortunately, they didn't have time or whatever to include the things that they wanted to include. I think had this game been delayed for another year or so, things would have been different. But it is what it is, And I think if they still continue to go in this direction and still stay committed to the product and continue to improve it with these patches, it could very well reach its potential, But right now, there are still bugs, and it's still kind of barren in terms of stuff, outside of storyline missions or what have you, So yeah, that's Mafia 3. 3 months later, I thought I'd talk about some of the new stuff that they've added, and I'm excited to see what happens next with story DLC. I'm really hoping that the story DLC delivers. I'm hoping that it's long, and I'm hoping that it's also not repetitive. So we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. But even though I think the core experience, the base game, is still it still leaves a lot left to be desired. Like I said, I am excited for the story DLC stuff. So I will probably come back on here once the story DLC stuff has dropped, has released, and I'll give you my thoughts on that. But until then, that is Mafia 3 or so months after its initial release. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.